Alright, here we go. Start off episode 1. So we have the gang getting ready.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator, Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic. So he gave them what they wanted and started forging own masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste. Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork park is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
And so, yep, the opening of the Black Chateau in Paris, France. So this is like, and then this is the only time it shows like an intro of the first, well, the location. Like when you start the other episodes, you'll automatically start in what's called the safe house, where to start off you just press X to play a slide, or if you move left or right, you can go to Bentley's laptop to ThiefNet and buy abilities and such. Which, with the coins, which this is where the coins are used. Instead of collecting them to give you a lucky charm and let you live, instead you get to use them to buy gadgets. So as each episode you go to, it gives you three new gadgets to buy from each member. Or the order is Bentley, Murray, and Sly. So here is Trigger Bomb for Bentley, which pretty much you have a throwable bomb with remote detonation. And then Murray's Fist of Flame. You can turn them the fiery ones, which actually can pretty much OHKO any enemy you punch. But the game actually tells you off if you don't have enough coins. And lastly, Smoke Bomb, which this is used if you want the enemies to stop, to not battle you, and then you just run away. Or you can actually do like a stealth kill, which will be shown in like the second job. And then if you click right is sell loot, but to get loot you have to pickpocket and or find rare items, and which will be explained later in this episode. So let's go ahead and just choose Sly. And this is automatic too.
I tell you, Bentley, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job, hacking into Dimitri's satellite array. The coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocular. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objectives.
I'm on my way.
So yeah, you just basically head to it. You can click L3 to pull it up, like pull up the beacon. And if you click R3, you can use your binocular to see it.
If you click the L3 button, press the left analog stick. I'll beam some virtual markers into your feedback. They'll help you find your way around. If no markers are in view, use the right analog stick to move the camera and look around for them. Remember, the view is always better from the rooftops.
Yeah, basically, the example is sometimes if you're like, sometimes the waypoint could be behind a building, and if so, you may have to use your binocular comment. It'll immediately pull the beacon up sky high so you can actually see it. But before I do that, I'm gonna dedicate this part to actually collecting the 30 clue bottles, where when you get near one, you can hear their sound. But they can be hard to find.
Fascinating. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the safe house. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Yeah. And I guess the next thing we talk about are guards. So there are, at the beginning of this game, there's only two types of guards. You have standard guards that take 4 hits from Sly's cane, which in this case are the rat right there. And the other type are, I think, a toad? Or a fish? Actually, no, it's not a fish, I think it's a toad, or either that was a frog. But the thing is, they are the weaker version where they take 3 hits, but some of them have megaphones, which what happens is if they see you or you engage in combat with them, they will shout in the megaphone to call other guards to you. Pretty much they'll make noise, so that way the other guards will know that there's an intruder. And the next thing is battling them, actually. Where what I mentioned was that the 4 hits for the rat and 3 hits for the frog. It's just, that's if you pretty much go up to them and try smacking, beating them up. There is another way you can actually battle them without getting seen, and actually take them out in 1 hit, which is considered a stealth takedown. Where to do it, all you do is press triangle and square, which I'll show right here. So yeah, with that, you pretty much OHKO the enemy. But the downside is, doing a takedown like that, it makes noise. And if there are any guards nearby, they will hear it and run to where that noise came from. Now the next thing is, normal combat. Where if you just swing at an enemy, they get stunned. They get stunned if you hit them in the back without being detected. And then your choice is you can either hit them again, or you could actually still do the takedown. So here, we're looking for 3 bottles. So you do that and this. And the other way to engage in combat is if they just see you. Which again, the procedure just does the same. The whole just whack with the square button. Or technically the uppercut too. Triangle works too. Just know that you won't begin the stealth kill if they see you. Oh. And actually, the top left, the icon reminds me of that too. If you ever get near a guard, those yellow circles will appear from the Sly, Bentley, and Murray's icon telling you you're near an enemy. So there it goes. Which pretty much what that means is you should take caution at your enemies nearby, and you should only walk. As if you hold R1, you will let them hear you running, and they will run to you. Well, they'll turn around. So examples like this. See, like that. Because yeah, the yellow circle is supposed to indicate like you're close to an enemy, and it's possible. It's most likely possible they will hear you running if you hold R1. Yeah, running makes noise. Walking doesn't. The only reason, but one thing is, the only reason why Slide like gets in a ready position and such is only because that's him getting ready to pickpocket. But since this is the beginning, I don't think they have anything in their pouches to pickpocket to actually do pickpocket. So let's go ahead and just continue collecting the bottles. And next thing is, actually, we'll tell you. Go over here. If you hold circle, you can sneak along the ledge. You can learn to see the stealth auras. And I've shown this before, and during this, it was like climbing up the pipes. If you climb up street lights or pipes, if you jump press the circle button. Okay, anything with actually, so technically anything time you see stealth auras, blue stealth auras, that means you can press the circle button to interact. But for like rails and such, you have to jump. You have to press jump, then circle. Anything else, you can just press circle and you'll interact. You don't have to jump. It's like it's optional to jump, but I always jump and press circle. And interesting enough is if you go right here, Bentley will actually teach you how to run, which I'll trigger. Okay, never mind, not yet. Too early. Okay, that's half of the bottles. No, actually, they do have something. So the pickpocket. So the thing is, Slide does this because again he wants to pickpocket. He's ready to pickpocket. To do this, all you gotta do is go up to them and press the circle button. Then Slide will just pickpocket the coins. Now, if there's something, their wallet's glowing, that means they have something you can sell on the thief mat. That's if you take it. Now, note, if you were to kill the enemy before taking the item, then the item gets destroyed and you can't steal it. Now another thing is there is another way you can also OHKO enemies, where to do it, all you gotta do is hit them in the water. Yeah, the guards cannot swim. So yeah, if you're ever near like a body of water, or you just see a guard walking, you can always hit him into water. Hit him into water and watch him drown. And then the money and health pickup comes to you. Now, think about the things you can sell for loot. Each guard, usually there's a theme for like items you can steal. So like the first one saw was a bronze watch, and then one I just got is a bronze ring. So I believe in this episode you can only steal watches and rings. Now the thing is, the guards I mentioned, those I call them the small guards, as in they only give you bronze or silver. Like there are gold variations, but to get gold, you have to pickpocket the flashlight guards. The thing is, they don't appear yet until you do a few jobs. Because again, this is supposed to be like the beginning of the game where they don't want to give you like all types of enemies already. Okay, only 3 more to go. And I'll make that 2. And now 1. Let's see. Is it over here? Nope. So I don't hear it. Yeah. The best part of food bottle finding is finding the last one. Now I realized. So this is the beginning. This one thing about the small enemies too is that guards is that they can jump, as in they can be on rooftops. But this is the beginning. They're not going to appear on the rooftops yet. Where I mentioned this because another thing about to kill the small guards in one hit is that you can knock them off. If you're in a high area or pretty much on a roof, if you hit them off, they will fall. It will count as them falling to their deaths, and they'll die instantly. I mean, I think I can demonstrate it if I just get seen by a guard and let him chase me. But for now, I want to try to find that last bottle. Alright, I hear it. Oh, there it is. Right here.
Well, that's all the clues. But we still don't know where the vault is. Keep looking. It's sure to be inside this place somewhere.
Yeah, the thing about vaults is if you were to pick up the 30 bottles now, you won't be able to get to the vault until like later during the episode with the missions. Because like there is a certain job you do that will have an area with the vault, and then like if you ever got to the vault before the 30 bottles, then it's actually okay. As if you were to collect all 30 bottles after you find the vault, then Bentley will update your Binocucom to show you the location of the vault. Whereas if you were to get the 30 bottles early, you will just find the vault as you go, and then you'll just pretty much open it if you want to. Now I'll show off here is how you can kill an enemy off the roof. So what we're gonna do is just go touch them. So here, again, they can jump as an NC. They can make their way. So if you hit them off, yeah, see, that first rat just died instantly. Yeah, that drop is enough to kill them. So then they just fall to their deaths instantly, and the money flies to you. And I noticed that you don't get the safe house marker since it's the beginning. Where actually, yeah, so the thing about the safe house is normally there's supposed to be a marker that shows you where the safe house is. But since it's the beginning, the game wanted you to like do the first job. So like for at the moment there is no safe house marker, but later on there will be like a gold marker with an S saying this is the safe house, which you just press circle to go through, and then you can switch characters, but you're not able to at the beginning. And now all the stuff you steal will be in the sell loot area. So all you gotta do is press the X button to sell the item for the coins. Now there is no point of holding on to them, as in like they don't get sold at a higher price later or anything. So basically, when you get the chance to go to ThiefNet, you can just go ahead and sell them. And now, since we're playing as Sly, I'll go ahead and buy his power up to Smoke Bomb, as this will then open up a new meter under his health bar, which is, I call it the skill meter, or I think it's called the thief meter. Pretty much, it's for your power-ups. It's like how many times you can use your power-ups. Where to access your power-ups, you just press the select button, and then you either equip. You can equip up to 3 gadgets. Press L1, L2, L1, R2. So here, our only gadget is the Smoke Bomb, where you just press one of the buttons. I'll just put L1. So here, pressing L1 triggers the Smoke Bomb, so you just do this, and then any enemies that like have seen you or trying to fight you, they will lose sight of you, and it gives you the chance to run away. But as you can see, it takes a lot of your thief meter. But you do not have to worry about you do not have to worry about the thief meter, as in like you can regain the meter if you just get the plus those plus coins, plus meter, or I guess health pickups. I mean, as you can see, my thief meter is back. Or you can do this: enter the safe house and then exit out. Now, first, never use a smoke bomb. Now, there is another thing smoke bomb you can do is if you use smoke bomb and no one's there. I mean, and people are here. It actually lures them to you like this. See, as you can see, they immediately run to where that smoke bomb came from. Pretty much, it's like a diversion. You could use it as a diversion, but normally this is what you're supposed to do with a smoke bomb. So just do this, then use it, then just make your getaway. Except, well, this is going wrong. But, they're simple guards. But, well, here's a demonstration of bad getaway. And also, what happens if you do get caught by guards is, yeah, it attracts the others because you make a lot of noise. And then they just like keep coming to you in the area. I mean, it's okay at the moment here because they're just small guards. But it's really bad later on because you get the flashlight guards. But anyway, well, with that, I'm gonna end this apart here, as I just wanted the 30 clue bottles and I guess grind money to be one part. As for jobs, I may probably just play each part for an hour and see how far I go in each job and such. And then, like, in the description, I'll just like type in like what jobs were done and like what other progress was made. So yeah, this is gonna be all for the second part. Yeah, just the 30 bottles of Black Chateau found. So the next time we'll start doing the jobs in the Black Chateau. See ya.